Full time here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena, a first qualifying round exit in the Isuzu FA Trophy. The Coventry Sphinx. We're here with joint manager Shaun Thomas. Tomo, let's get it out of the way straight away. The red card for Joe Percy. Pretty much everyone we've spoken to in the aftermath of the game has said it was not a red card. What was your view on it?
Yeah, I don't think it was a red card. I think he just tackled with 1 foot. We stood up, but about 2 yards away from the nearest man, and basically tackled the ball. And I don't really get it. I think, by the way, that's nothing to do with the results. It was so late on in the day, but the ref said he's gone in 2-footed and endangered an opponent. But I don't really get it because he slid with 1 foot and tackled the ball. And I don't know. The ref's adamant that that's not the case. So I'm making sure that I don't open my gob too much because I haven't seen it. But for me, it feels like something that you would appeal, but we'll see.
Yeah, it just feels like misery on top of misery after a tough afternoon. But heading into the game, we had a number of first teamers out, especially in attack, the likes of Carey, Willock, Callum Woodward failing a late fitness test. It was always going to be difficult with a fully fit team against Khalsa, but with the team we had, was it always going to be an uphill battle?
Yeah, we set out to try and win the game, and I think full credit to the lads because we were square peg round holes. We were a little bit short in certain areas today, and when you count the 4 that are out injured, and when you add to the things such as Guesty coming back from a wedding early and arriving back this morning, Draper coming back from a jolly in Benidorm and getting an early flight and coming back last night. You had a few lads that weren't quite at their physical peak, shall we say. They worked hard. I think we could have capitulated when Khalsa went into an easy, quite comfy 2-0 lead at half time, but they kept working hard, and possibly if that chance by Lockie goes in, you never know. But Khalsa are good. We always knew it would be an uphill battle no matter what side we put out, but I'll just credit to our lads. They worked hard, and it's one of those days you just put it behind you and move on.
Of course, it's today, days like today, it's why we bring in a squad rather than just focusing on 11 players. There was a real opportunity for players to step up when they're needed with so many lads out. Was there anyone really who caught your eye today who could be a shoe-in for a future starting place?
I mean, yeah, so when you count that there's 6 or 7 players that are basically part of the first team squad not here. You've got some younger boys who are making their way into the football, like Bo and all that, who got his 10 minutes at the end, and you've got Rowan making his first ever start in senior football. So they did pretty well. I think for me, Alex Locke playing out of position was good. Playing against 3 really good centre halves, and in particular Tesfa, who does what he does really well, and he's just come off there saying, Lockie, he's saying I haven't really played up front before, and I was getting pinned, but I thought I worked quite hard, and I thought absolutely he ran from 0 to 90. So for me, Lockie takes a lot of credit today. He's done an unusual job for himself, and he played against some good players, and he did himself a good shift, and did himself a load of credit. So yeah, for him, all the rest of them did all right. We made a change at half time. It was good seeing Riley back because he literally hasn't headed the ball yet after his injury in pre-season. So there's positives to take from it. I just think at times we could have maybe been a little bit better. We rushed a lot, and I don't think our front 3 behind Lockie were as good as what they would want to be or what we would want them to be. So yeah, all in, loads of positives. We just forget about it and move on into a tough run of games. So.
Well, so I've got a few difficult ones coming up. Long Eaton next. How many of the 6 or 7 players out are we expecting to be back for the Long Eaton game?
Good question. We have high hopes that Kyle's going to be back, that Callum will be back, that Stan is going to be looked at. Obviously Shay's still suspended, so there's still 2 more games of that. And then there was a couple still carrying knocks out there that have got through it today. So we're hoping to get at least three of them back in. Which will make that squad a little bit, the profile of the squad a little bit more matched to their positions that we're playing lads in. And you still got people like Finley who has been doing his rehab and then had a little bit of a setback on on Thursday night. People like Cam Moore are potentially moving down, so hopefully he'll be back in the picture at some point. And hopefully making some additions if we can, just to strengthen some areas. So lots to think about, but. We're hoping that we'll have a few more back in next Saturday.
Well, obviously difficult circumstances today, but a lot of players we spoke to at half time when it was 2-0 after those quick fire goals around 30 minutes were saying they'd rather lose in the cup than lose in the league and waste points. Is that a sentiment that you and Woody share?
A little bit. So we've had good momentum last couple of games, and we were looking forward to this game as a game that we want to win. We haven't got a great cup record last few years, and Khalsa are a great side, by the way. We've got a lot of time for their management and their players, and some real good non-league players that they've got. And I think then when you start assessing, and yesterday we were really sure of what the squad, and we were thinking about who can play where and stuff like that. I suppose it does come at a good time having that cup run, because hopefully we'll get those few lads back in for the league. But ultimately, Cookie, everything's important. We need to get cup runs for financial benefits of that, and ultimately this year we haven't managed to do that. So disappointing, but yeah, our league form's been quite good, and we've got a good game, a tough game up against Longyearbyen next weekend. So we'll fully focus on that now.
And finally, we've had first round exits in the FA Cup and the FA Trophy. One cup left in the Birmingham Senior Cup. Potential for games against the likes of Aston Villa, Coventry City. Does that put more emphasis on the last cup run that we've got to come this season?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's obviously there's no prize money on the line, but you get to play some good sides. We've had some really good games up here last few years, where we've had a really good result against Hells Owen. We've seen a really good Aston Villa under 21 side who were amazing, and some of their players we're still tracking now as they make their professional debuts and established players in the Premier League. And then we've had a heartache against getting knocked out by Cov on penalties. So yeah, some good memories of the Birmingham Senior Cup. So we'll be hoping that we get a good draw, and it gives an opportunity to use the squad to its fullest potential as well. So yeah, obviously our focus is the league, but all the cups are important to us.
Not our day today, but we go again. Tomo, thanks for your time.
Cheers, Cookie, man.